All right. Well, we are live, everyone. We'd like to thank the Morning Brew for the opportunity. We're excited to bring the Dugout Station together. I'm Julian Guilarte.
I'm Sandy.
So let's get right to it. We got a great talking point to begin. The Patriots are champions again. The Double A Yankees are the best part of the Yankees right now by far. Back-to-back first half champions. Of course, they win it all last year. And there's a lot of young talent to be excited about with the Yankee system, especially with the Somerset Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations to the Somerset Patriots for winning a consecutive back-to-back first half Eastern League championships. And I'm excited for the team. We have amazing talent there. I wish we can call them all up.
Yeah, these guys are going to get there too. They definitely are. We've seen guys like Volpe who were with them last year. Ramsey Vasquez was with them last year. He's in the majors. Brito. There's going to be guys that are going to get that call.
To highlight a couple here, TJ Rumfield. He has been hot. I mean, killing the ball. He's hit. He's had 2 walk-offs. Clutch hitting. First baseman. He did great. He has been contributing to the team. In his 145 at bats, he's batting .234 with 9 home runs, 29 RBIs, 5 stolen bases. I mean, the list goes on. He just doesn't stop.
Yeah, as soon as he wrote that article about him, he just started ripping home runs left and right.
So funny.
He was just going.
That was so funny. I started working on the article, and it took me a couple days. And every day he was hitting a home run. I had to update my stats. That's too funny.
And yesterday he almost hit a walk-off. He was so close. It was at the track. We thought he was going to do it again. They were down 7-8, and he hits one deep to right field. You're thinking it's going to go with a runner on first base. It just comes up short. But he's second in home runs now.
13 home runs, 7 stolen bases.
Yeah, he's been on a tear ever since you started writing about him. You blessed him.
So we got Hardman.
Yeah, Tyler Hardman's been having a great year. He actually leads the Patriots in home runs with 14. His OPS is 823, 33 ribbies. He plays a little bit of first base too. He's probably better suited over at first base, honestly. His third base defense is a little bit rough. I've seen some routine plays that become errors, but he can hit the ball with anyone, and he did well with the fall league getting to this point. So we'll see what happens with him. I know some people are asking about guys that could be called up for Somerset. We're going to get to that. We got call-ups as well. The one thing that stood out to me was that someone asked if we want to pop that one back up, who can come up and play left field?
Yes, so Jonathan sent a message to our chat, who can come up and play left field. You want to answer that?
Yeah, I mean, Dominguez, we're going to get to. It's not him yet. It's too soon. He's got to get through Double A. Elijah Dunham, I like him a lot, but he's not quite up to snuff at this point. His OPS is under 700. And Florio, it's Florio's time to shine if you want to get someone up there. I know McKinney has gone off and taken that position, but if you want an extra outfielder, Florio is definitely the most ready. Shout out to NY News TV.
What's up, NY News? Thank you for tuning in, guys.
Yep, we're excited to get together on some more things and looking forward to that event at the stadium as well.
Yeah, so going back to left field, yeah, McKinney has been killing it. So I don't know what their plans are with Florio. I don't know if they see him in the Yankees long-term plan.
Yeah, I know our buddy Ramsey Miller thinks he's gone at the trade deadline and that the Yankees are just stuck on the K rate being bad and they just don't want to move that 40-man roster spot for him. I mean, like we've been saying, you could chop Cordero, no one would lose sleep over that, and he could easily replace that spot. If someone goes on the 60-man, he can take the spot too, but it doesn't seem like that's in their plans right now.
To go over his stats, 15 home runs, 46 RBIs, 10 stolen bases, and he's batting .283 with an OPS of 850. His strikeout rate, yes, is quite high, but also he's a great glove. His defense is solid, so that's why I like the kid. McKinney and Bowers have been holding it down in the outfield, but I don't think they're at the level as Florial is as far as defense.
Not at all. They definitely aren't. His speed is a good attribute too, obviously, because we could use some speed on the base paths and everything.
Correct.
I want to say the Florial numbers are a little bit different. I think it was like a different stint I had seen. So it's 19 bombs, 45 ribbies, and 976 OPS with 13 stolen
We
bases.
even have Orioles fans in the chat.
Shout out to all fans. And my bad on the first thing with Florial. How Baseball Reference was a little bit miscued there, but he's doing a great job regardless of whatever numbers we say. I mean, you're just seeing it out in the fields. I mean, he's even hitting lefties now, which was something he hasn't been doing really.
A comment from NY News here. I hope Flo goes to another club and becomes above average like Duran and Estrada, and that's what's happening to most of our prospects. Honestly, just killing it in other clubs. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, if the Yankees cannot find any use for him here, then let another team let him show his strengths in another team.
I think it's coming to a shove. I think by the trade deadline we have to know either if he's going to get a shot or if he's going somewhere else. I could see him being packaged. I mean, I'm sure some non-contending teams would take a shot on him. I like the point about Duran and Estrada. I was a really big fan of Tyro Estrada. He was a great player. We lost him for Rudin and Odor, which turns out to be foolish, obviously. Duran for Joey Gallo was obviously not great, and you see him too. So I'll leave it with that.
Our Orioles fan is trolling. He said, "Thanks for Aaron Hicks." You're welcome. I mean, some players are just not cut out to play for New York. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what the psychology of that all is, but good for him. Good for Hicks.
Honestly, I was gonna say, yeah, you guys can have him. He wasn't gonna work here. He was checked out. He just wasn't having it. I mean, he didn't lose his talent overnight, as we see. He can still play ball, but he wasn't playing for the Yankees. Like, he was just checked out. Like, you saw lapses on defense. Like, his at bats were just empty. He stopped walking too, which was the big thing. But facial hair, yeah, that's what it is. And I'll say something that Sandy brought up about the psychology in New York. You're not the only one that doesn't know that. Brian Cashman can't seem to identify that either, obviously, with all these backwards trades for Sonny Gray and whatnot. Let's not go down that road right now.
Joey Gallo.
Yeah.
Couldn't cut it. I mean, the list goes on. But going back to prospects, so do you want to talk about Dominguez?
Hell yeah. Let's do JT. So for Jason Dominguez, I mean, he's gotten off to like a little bit of an up and down start, you could say. His home runs at 10 is like okay. His OPS is 713, which you would want higher. He does have 17 stolen bases.
And he leads in walks,
He does lead in walks for Patriots and everything. So that's something good that's noteworthy that he's been doing. His arm is good too. He threw a runner out the other day. So you're starting to see some defensive flashes as well.
Yeah, I mean, Dominguez, I think he's not being called up anytime soon. He did amazing in spring training. Come to think of it, wasn't he just like demolishing the ball all over the place?
There was a demand for him. Everyone was saying get him up to start right away. Some people were even saying to try to call him up now when the left field situation was bad, but you can't rush him. He's not even like ready to get through AA right now. I mean, you can't have him in the majors. I mean, he's not even AAA material yet.
Even the manager Raul Dominguez, when talking about Jason, he says, he's still developing. They don't know when he'll be called up, but he's just working on his development, and let's keep him there as much as he can.
Well, there was something noteworthy with him, though. He is still in our top 100. The Yankees have two guys in the top 100.
And Wells.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Jason is 45th in all of baseball. Yankees top prospects still. Peraza and Volpe out of the rankings now because of their time in the
Obviously.
majors. And then you got Wells coming in at 85. I do think Dominguez is going to taste AAA this year, though, but I don't expect him to get all the way up at this point. It's.
I don't even think he will AAA. So let's see who wins that bet.
All right. I'll place a wager on it saying he gets there by like August or September. I'll say he gets up to AAA. And
now let's talk about a guy that should be in AAA.
Austin Wells.
Yes.
Wells has been outperforming AA for a while now. He has 11 bombs, 39 ribbies. His OPS is 813. He's only caught 26 games for the Patriots due to injuries. So if you look at these numbers, this is great for not playing for a while. And he has more homers and RBIs than Dominguez in a lot less time.
That's insane. What worries me about Wells is his defense. Do you see a situation where they can switch, where they can move him to first, or I guess just first, right? What other position?
You can outfields maybe. People are saying Wells left field.
Oh my goodness.
And that's a serious discussion a lot of people have had. Like, he actually, I'll say this, he dropped a bunt out yesterday, got a base hit. He's stolen a few bases. I think he's successfully stolen close to 36 bases in his career without getting caught out. He stole 2 this year. So Wells has some deceptive speed. I guess that's why people are playing with that idea a little bit. When that left-handed stick's almost ready for the stadium, I think everyone's saying he looks the part. The stash is legendary and all that. I mean, yeah, Wells looks like Wells can hang for sure. We know about the story with Volpe.
But the issue is here, Julian, we have so many catchers in AAA, and they're just like not average catchers. They're great catchers. So I think that's what's holding him back from being called up.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Ben Rortvedt. He's ahead in the pecking order. He's even played some Major League games this year. He's another guy that has injuries. Move a catcher and a trace doesn't get blocks. Yeah, that's a good idea. Someone's going to have to get going, even if that's a Major League level eventually to open up a spot for Wells. Duran's good. He has 7 home runs.
Navarez.
Now 800. Narvi's been great. We saw him in spring training too.
Yes.
He looks really good in the spring as well.
Yep.
And he wasn't in Somerset too long. They moved him up quickly. His OPS is like 836. He has 6 home runs. He's been playing. His defense is really good too. I saw him throw out like 3 runners in one game at Somerset. Like he picked a guy off and caught 2 guys stealing.
I mean, and then you compare him and then Wells' defense. His percentage is 973. So that's not.
Yeah, his fielding is not ideal. He has 7 errors. He's only caught 12% of base stealers. They've stolen 44 bases on him, which is a lot for like that few games. Not great, obviously, but they run a lot at the AA level. Like these guys move. Like it's not like the majors. Though now you see more with the new rules. AA, I feel like leads. I don't have any knowledge on this particularly, but I wouldn't be shocked if the AA Eastern League like leads all the minors in like stolen bases. Those guys move.
Yeah,
a lot of stolen bases.
Moving along, I mean, unless you want to hit more, do you want to keep talking about the logjam there in catching?
We could do a little bit. I would say like it's good. It's important to reiterate the fact that he's the 2nd-ranked prospect, 85th on the list. JT's walks are also 53, so that's the number.
And his offense, I mean, is what we want. His offense. So
he's hitting bombs out there. He's been in AA for like a year now. Like they got to get him up there somehow. I don't know. Now here's the thing about the position switch. He really wants to catch Wells. He's steadfast on catching. Ramsey had a good story on that. He gets very.
Yeah, talk about how he you went to see Rodon Rodon.
Yeah.
You saw his rehab start, and you saw the relationship between him and Wells, like, you know, how well they played.
It looked really good. I snapped that picture in the bullpen where they were
Yeah.
dabbing up. Wells likes catching all these guys, and Rodon really enjoyed throwing to Wells, and even
Yeah.
Severino did too. They both had good things to say. All the pitchers like how he's calling the game and everything. I think he just has to improve on his stealing, like catching the runners, and then he's got to clean up some of the past balls and whatnot. But
Yeah.
it seems his game calling and framing is good though, so he's getting certain aspects better back there. But here's the thing: he's not going to be an above average catcher defensively. Like that's not going to happen. There's too many flaws in the game, and he's like too far along now. But he can be adequate. Like I hate to use the Gary Sanchez line, but we need him to at least be better than Gary back there. That's all.
Oh. Oh man. So I mean, being that you were at Rodon's rehab, how did he look to you? How were his pitches?
Rodon's looking great. I'm excited. He's ready to go. As we know, he's ready for more. He's kind of saving some bullets in a sense. I saw him pop 94 yesterday. I think that was the fastest pitch he threw, and that gun is off. So that's why I think it's like 96 plus, and I'll stand by that. And he said that it was feeling good. He was trying to work on his breaking pitches early in the count. He had 4 Ks. He has 9 total in his 2 starts. He threw around 50 pitches. So he's got one more for the big show with the Bronx, hopefully in AAA. But it's great to see him. Like watching him throw that first pitch was electric. I didn't think it was going to be in the minor league. I didn't think it was going to be in the minor league ballpark. But
how was the crowd?
It was hype. Like it wasn't like a full sellout. I don't think it's like during the week, but it was a hype moment. Like everyone was excited. You could feel the energy of, like his first pitch.
I tell you what, I can't wait. Like I'm taking a trip to New York. I really want to see him. I mean, it's soon though. Like 4th of July is soon.
Yeah, like really want to be in the stadium for that first start, potentially July 5th round.
I listened to one of his interviews, and he said he had more in the tank. I'm like, I am obsessed with him. Like he wanted to keep on pitching, but obviously they planned for 50, nothing more than that. So they were just sticking to plan.
And his control was really good yesterday. It was better than his first outing. He only walked 1 guy in his first outing, but this one there was no walks. He was really good out there. He was looking ready for it. You could tell he's chomping at the bit. He was like, I want that first pitch to be at Yankee Stadium in front of the fans. He's like, I hope it's home.
The fans are gonna love him.
He was upset about letting the boys down. He's like, the worst part is I haven't been able to out there and compete with my guys. I've missed like half the season. He's like, he's ready, he's anxious, and he said he's like, I'm excited for it. He's like, we can finally say it soon. So like he's fully focused on it.
That's what's up. Thank you for everyone joining on the chat.
Yes, I do like his interviews. I do. Hopefully we can speak to him in the Bronx at some point too. That's the goal.
Another guy that's in the West Coast now, Hamilton. Hamilton is he's a beast. I'm so happy he's back now.
Yeah,
he had 2 his rehab starts. He pitched 2.2 innings, 1 earned run, and 4 strikeouts.
Yep, and he ended his last one on a high note. He was perfect. So sends him up. He's ready to go. 3 rehabs for relievers, plenty. We missed him in that bullpen, which has been great. Now it's going to get even better. He's going to fly out to Oakland. It was really cool to see what he can do, even in the minor league setting, obviously. It's just the Patriots have been spoiled, and we've been spoiled with all these fun rehabs this year. Harrison Bader, Sevy.
It's a revolving door, in and out.
Donaldson,
it's like 2 or 3 at once. It's not even like one player. It's like 2 or 3 players at once. Crazy.
And there's more on the way. So it's a long season ahead. We got a lot to look forward to with those.
If you guys have any questions, put them in the chat.
Thank you. We appreciate that comment.
Thanks for watching also. We didn't touch on Everson.
Oh, yes. Let's get to Everson.
Everson was a huge mystery, guys.
Oh, the story of Everson Pereira. Oh God. So the story begins. Actually, it started on the Giancarlo Stanton rehab. He gets pulled after like the first to really early in the game. The night that Stanton was rehabbing.
Yep.
They don't put him on the IL at all. He ends up missing a few weeks. Then when you ask, they say he's day to day. The series before last series, he doesn't play. They were saying maybe Thursday or Friday, nothing. He finally, when you ask this series, they say he's day to day again. He finally pops back out. The Instagram post gave it away. I told you I cracked the Patriots.
I was gonna say that. Meanwhile, he's like Instagramming pictures of his family or whatever. And I even messaged him. I'm like, Everson, ¿dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás is like, where are you in Spanish? I'm like, ¿dónde estás?
Yeah, but we cracked the code because here's the code. So also now we're giving away the secrets, but here it is. So Austin Wells posted the day before he came back on his Instagram story, like a picture and everything.
Oh yeah.
And then you sent me the thing with Everson that was like the thing was loading. I'm like, he's coming back tomorrow. I'm like,
with the hourglass.
I'm like, he's coming back tomorrow. I'm like, and then he stepped back in tomorrow. I was like, I got it. This is
we just had a question on the chat. They're asking why Everson isn't in left field. He plays all of the outfield.
And I do think he's a better outfielder than Dominguez. I think he's a better center fielder than Dominguez. And Dominguez could be better suited for left. And here's the problem. To be in left field, he has to actually be on the field, which he hasn't been. So how is he going to be in left field if he can't stay on the field?
But this kid has been killed. Yeah, he did miss how many games? 42 games.
He's played 42.
But as soon as he came his first start back, killing the ball. He has 8 home runs, 26 RBIs, 7 stolen bases. Man, all of our young players, they just steal bases. Like I love that. 7 stolen bases, 291 average, and 895 OPS. So he's hot.
Yeah, he just needs to stay in the lineup, please. Like stay in the lineup. That's all I'm asking.
Yep.
And hopefully, yeah. So I mean, for Everson, we got to see like what ends up happening with him. Like honestly, like
I know
he's a guy in flux because we know Dominguez is the future, and the Yankees won't trade him. I do think Everson could end up in AAA. I think he's earned the AAA promotion if he can end up like sustaining any play on the field. If he can play for like the next week or two and he's doing good, I would just send him up.
We did have Peraza on our topics. Someone posed a question in the chat. We should get into Peraza next. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, we can do Peraza. That's a big topic too.
Okay, so the question is Peraza another injury-prone type of player?
I don't really think so, honestly. I'm not exactly sure what's going on right now. I think he only got banged up once earlier in the year. But again, these minor league reports are so like vague and mysterious. Like we're trying to figure out the information. They just don't want to tell us anything. Like
and the times he did, the times he was injured was when there was a play at the field, something happened. No?
Yeah. I think like I don't know what happened in AAA though, because here's the report was like they hope it's not something serious. He has to get checked for testing. It might be day to day, but and they didn't even say like what the injury was.
What it is, right? And then he just comes back the following day, like nothing happened.
Well, no, Peraza's still out. He hasn't played yet. We don't know still.
No, I'm saying in general, like they don't tell you.
Oh
like,
yeah.
They keep it hush hush. They don't tell you what it is, and then they just come back in the lineup like nothing happens.
Yeah, that's the same thing with Everson. Like we still don't fully know like what took place with that. Yeah. Like they said he was rehabbing. He actually faced Rodon in the live BP, Everson. I found that out somehow. Someone leaked that when I wasn't supposed to know, I guess. But someone put it out there.
Jigga said just like how the Yankees handle their medical fashion, even like 10 times worse.
There's no information. There's like they just get placed on the injury list and they don't even say what the injury is half the time. Like I get the emails and it's like Seager injured 7 days. Like for what? But no, we'll see you next week, kid.
So will we see Peraza, Florial, or Chappie? That's a great question.
Florial, we kind of touched on.
Yep.
I don't think so. I don't see it really. It doesn't seem like anything's going to change with that. Calhoun got injured, and he's going to be out for a while. Oswaldo is still up, but they don't even want him up there. He's just up there out of necessity because the guys keep getting hurt.
That's what I was going to say. I would say, I think Boone commented on this. He said he wants Peraza to finish his development in AAA. That's all great. But I think if, say, DJ or JD, if they get hurt, do you think we'll see Peraza, or they'll just use Cabrera in that situation?
No, I think we see him if they get hurt. I think he's right there. I think they just don't have the space. They don't want to make that awkward decision with JD right now. It's coming. I think at some point push is going to come to shove. Like, I feel like yesterday was the start of like the internal clock of Donaldson.
Okay, Chappie.
Chappie is an interesting case. The problem is that he's clogged at the DH spot because Stanton clogs the DH. Chappie's got. We're gonna pull his numbers up here. He's been playing really well, honestly.
He hit a grand slam the other day and spiked the bat. That was amazing. I'm like, yes,
Chappie. Chappie was going in. Franchi isn't better than Flo, and he should be on the 40-man, and Cabrera has to be.
He has 15 home runs already, Chappie. 48 RBIs.
Yeah, Chappie's a beast. I mean, honestly, that spike was dope. Let the kids play and all that. I'm all for it. It's really fun.
Yes.
Chappie is a major league caliber hitter, I think. It's just the problem is his defense because he's not going to cut it at third base at the top. You can maybe stick him at first, but we have Rizzo. Chappie better than Stanton right now. Oh, man.
You guys want to hear something? I don't know if you ever saw Chappie, like his build, how big he is. He's got 3 stolen bases. As big as he is.
I put the stolen base.
I can't hear.
Gotta give him credit.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah, no. So, I said we got to give Chappie credit for busting it because those stolen bases probably didn't come easy. You could tell he's putting in that work. He's trying to improve defensively. It's just, unfortunately, he's just not an MLB third baseman. We love this kid to death, but we have to be realistic. He's not going to make it at third base in the majors.
First
not
base.
Right now, at least. That's the work in progress.
First base.
And DH.
And DH. Your audio is like
DH too. I mean, if you could get me a shot. Yeah, no, I'm lagging for some reason. Am I good now? It is kind of bad here.
Okay, internet issues on Julian's
Am I good
side.
now?
Yeah, you're good now. Okay, cool.
Wait. Yeah, the weather's not. The weather's.
You're stuck in the matrix, and he's gone. So yeah, Chappie has been killing the ball, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for that call up. I don't know if that will happen. Obviously, first base is locked. DH is locked with Stanton. Send down Cabrera and DFA JD for Peraza and Florial now. Cabrera, I agree with that. I think Cabrera needs more time in AAA, get more reps in. He needs to see the ball better. DFA JD, I don't think that's ever happening. Honestly, if that does. What's up, Lorenzo Cardona? I lost my co-host here. So I lost my groove. I was going to say it could be storming. I think East Coast is about to get pounded on with storms. Yeah, that's what it is. He might have lost his Wi-Fi connection. So what I'm going to do is end the show now. We still have many topics to cover. We have a lot of guys we want to talk about. We'll do that next week. It's okay, Sandy. Yeah, so we'll end the show now and cover the other guys next Monday. Make sure you tune in, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, thank you for watching, you guys. I appreciate the support. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow the Morning Brew. Also, shout out to Dugout Station. Follow us on Twitter and on YouTube. Thanks for watching.